All right, welcome to another episode of VC Visionary Club. Y'all know who's with me?
Speed.
Oasis. So, what do we got today?
Well, today I came across a couple of articles talking about a problem there that China has.
China got a lot of problems.
Uh,
They do.
which made me start thinking about what was going on in the world today. So right now, China's going through a few issues with losing jobs in factories in China. A lot of people are going unemployed now
Tariffs.
I believe is because of tariffs. So the
It
tariffs.
is because of the tariffs.
Well, I'm gonna say I believe because a lot of people are gonna say like you don't know what's really going on and blah 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 blah. So just to kind of give you a summary of what's like how I feel that tariffs and China's problem are goes hand in hand. One, when everybody was going talking about Trump and his tariff against Canada, Mexico, and the rest of the world, I feel like it was just kind of a mask he was putting on, so nobody really knew what he was doing. So China couldn't say like you're just signaling us out and you're going against your own trade laws.
This is what you're thinking.
This is what I'm thinking.
So he
Right?
put a tariff
On
on Canada and Mexico
everybody,
just so he could tariff China.
the shit out of China, like to the point where American companies actually
Let me make enemies to get at my enemies. That's what he did.
pretty much. So it's like all the tariffs that he put on China, which was, I believe, he put a 250% tariff on China. That is insane. Like I saw that, I was like, wait, we're going way above it. And then when I saw the
He
original
pretty
tariff,
much told them, we don't want your shit. That's what he told them.
pretty much. And when I found out the first percentage of tariff he had on it was 125%. So he went from 125
and then he added.
to 250. Yeah. He was like, nah, we're doubling down on this shit.
So it was 125.
Yep.
That was 200. So right now it's
Like
300.
no. Like he went from 125 to 250.
Okay.
So like he did that. A lot of people called Trump stupid. A lot of people call what Trump was doing kind of like causing more problems than it was resolving. But
But what?
it seems like what he actually wanted to happen is happening. American companies are now pulling out of China. Apple and Amazon no longer are doing business in China anymore. They're pulling out. They're going to competitive neighboring countries like
India.
India boasting about how they have cheap labor, and they can do just as good or even better than what China was doing. Now, when it comes to that, I just have to say this. For the countries pimping out your people like this, you're fucked up, okay? Like you're telling the world there that literally our people will work for pennies on the dollar and then turning around and expecting people to be like, oh, we're a good country and all this kind of shit. So,
Is that your Indian voice?
no.
Racist. That was his Indian voice. Like,
No,
oh,
no. No, I was saying, oh,
Where
no.
you burping? Like, yo, dude, you saw that, right?
No proof.
Yo, me being 15% Indian, I feel a little offended.
So because of all the tariffs, the companies are moving out of China, going into India, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Yeah. Even Mexico is getting more business. So for everyone who called Trump putting tariffs on Mexico, I mean, you're kind of looking foolish now. Because like right now, Mexico is getting a lot of business.
Yo, yeah, well, yo, I mean, like, pretty much America kicked them out to go back home so you guys can go work over there for the pennies.
Yeah. I mean, like, to sum it up, yes. But but the whole purpose of the reason I brought up with the China going through this and the reason I'm linking it with the tariffs is because I feel like Trump wanted to uh kind of like take down take China down a notch or two because they were going across the world and they were actually accumulating a lot of land and resources, which is a big problem for America.
Trying to make what, the bricks?
Yes. We need the bricks.
You have no idea what that is?
Are you talking about
the bricks? Like, they're trying to make like a different currency.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. They were trying to span it across South Africa, Brazil, and fellow other neighboring countries that they were.
So America was awesome. Hey, yo, America is the dollar, all right? We don't give a fuck about no brick. So, just kind of
So
tell them who's boss.
like rather than launching missiles, rather than being aggressive with a competitive country, they turn around and took it to the business side. So again, Trump is not going to war. He's not about war. He's all about business. And it seems like America now sees what he had in plan.
You think America sees? I don't know. A lot of Americans are stupid. I don't think they really see. They're only gonna see it like after everything happens.
Okay,
It's
so
happening right now. But
so to everybody watching, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and you can leave a comment under if you believe Trump is actually doing this and my belief is insane, or do you feel like this is all bullcrap and Trump doesn't know what he's doing? I believe again that Trump knows what he's doing.
I was hearing in China right now. They're having like really big problems because of the whole tariff and like American is not buying goods from there. A lot of jobs are lost in China right now.
Yes. From the number that was in the article, it was roughly around 350 million people who are unemployed now because of the loss of factories, and the young generation in China doesn't seem like they want to actually do factory work. So
what the hell do they want to do? Oh, become a YouTuber.
I mean, they can't though.
I know.
They don't have you to. And if they did, they wouldn't be able to say what they want to say.
Hell no, not in China.
You know? So, you know,
I even saw the other day. I saw an ad for like I don't know. There was a lady. She was like selling like purses and shit like that. And they were telling them, telling Americans you could come to China to purchase these items without visa for like 2 days or like 3 days or something like that, but 270 hours.
that makes
So
sense.
they basically want Americans to like jump on a plane to fly over there to actually still purchase those items that they were selling to America.
I find that weird because so many videos I watch about like China and China's rhetoric, it's always this high. They don't need the Western world and how they're superior. So I kind of find it funny now they're telling the people to come over to do shopping.
Well, I think it was a lot of like he say, she say, and everybody's trying to like act like they're on top, but like the world needs each other, so stop fucking around.
Pretty much, pretty much. You can't have one without the other unless we're going to go and have world domination and just kill everybody.
Well, that's what each leader is trying to do. World domination. Nobody trusts each other. It's like we're in a room and everybody has a gun. The first one that talks too loud is getting shot by the rest of them.
And still, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
What kind of stupid shit is that, guy?
I'm pro guns. Just to put that out there.
I love guns. What's so funny?
I'm just saying, like, I'm pro gun, and you're just like, I love guns. Like, this came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting that.
Well, you don't like guns?
I mean, like, no, I approve of the.
You never went to the shooting range? Let that shit go?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I disapprove of having a firearm. Anyway, so
Canadians.
how does this affect? Sorry. I wasn't expecting that. All right. So how is this affecting everybody else on a political on a world scale? It affected a lot of people with these tariffs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
especially the shutting down of a lot of factories in China. What is it? The vacation. What is it? Yeah, the vacation spots are actually been affected by this. Hotels, cruise lines, everything.
Nobody's traveling no more.
No, not that nobody's traveling anymore. It's just that like I found out that a lot of those trinkets there, you know, like the flags and keychains, all that kind of stuff, all
Made in China.
And now those companies actually are finding it difficult to actually have all of these like gifts there that we were supposed to be selling to make profit.
But like even those purses that you be buying for like $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000, or $10,000, they say that it's made in Italy and all these like places and stuff like that. They're still made in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't understand, like, yo, this whole tariff on China, like a lot of things that you thought that was really expensive, they're all made in China.
But that's the beauty part of it, because all those factories now are going to keep shutting down, and not because I'm not pro people losing their jobs.
No, but I heard that some of those companies, they want to. I'm not naming names because I don't know all of them, or if that one is really sending them to court. But like, yeah, they want to take them to court for actually broadcasting that it's made in China. It's assembled in those countries, but it's not made in those countries. It's made in China.
What's the difference?
Because when you buy something, let's say you buy something for your girlfriend, and she's like, "Yeah, I want this." She thinks it's made in Italy. If it says made in China, she doesn't want that shit.
No, I'm saying, no. I was like, what's the difference between like I give you all the material to assemble it in China, aka being made in China, and then the difference between it's made in China.
Like I just told you, like because if it says it's made in China, they don't want it, although it's made in China. So they
It's
have to
cheap.
say made in
Okay.
Italy. Although it was made in China, it's assembled in Italy, so they can say that it's made in Italy.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it was made like the material was made in China and then assembled in Italy.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I thought you were saying it was assembled in China, but I'm like, that's being made
No,
in
no,
China,
no, no.
right?
It's made in China, man. All this shit's made in China.
All right. So pretty much a lot of things won't be having the made in China logo for a very long time now because it's going to be started saying made in India. How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
I mean, 50% of you should be happy, right?
50% of me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck about India.
So the 50% of you doesn't care.
Like it's not like I don't care. It's like good. You guys got jobs and whatnot, but like the same way things were made in China, what am I gonna care if it's made in India? I'm like, it's gonna be the same thing. Or if it says it's made in India, I don't want it. Like it's cheap because it's made in India. Before it was cheap because it was made in China. Although everything was made in fucking China.
True.
People are now winning. Noticing that everything is being made in China. Like, yeah, it was. Like, that's why I'm not gonna buy you a fucking Birkin bag, bitch. Oh, dude, you better hit the streets and catch the knockoff. It's the same shit.
So the leader of China, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, is pretty much doing a lot of paperwork to make sure he's covering up all these accusations. He's still saying there that China's still strong and still have a booming economy. Now a lot of people are hearing about
every country's gonna say that.
You know,
we're doing good. We're doing good.
So,
yeah.
So it's gonna be a little back and forth.
What's so funny?
No, I was gonna ask our engineer
For what?
his opinion on it.
Oh, ah, man. Oh, man. You have a little bit of racism in you.
No,
just a little bit.
No. It's not like I could go.
It's not a lot. It's not enough.
No.
It's not enough to say walk around and say that guy is racist, but just a little bit.
No. There's a difference between races, and this is only because I can't go to China and ask somebody there.
Okay, so you're just gonna ask the only Chinese person you know?
No, I'm gonna ask the closest Chinese person that I know.
Okay, let's take it to the engineer. What do you think?
No comment.
Well, there you have it.
Oh, so like he has no comment on this. Okay.
I've been watching it really, really close. It's like, if somebody's just gonna pop and be like, you know what, it's not worth it, and just go to war.
See, that's where I feel like Trump is trying to play chess and everybody's playing checkers. He's slowly arranging the board so he can get checkmate. So if he can break up the ties between China and the allies that they have already, like for instance, like see they already have so much land and ownership of South Africa that makes it turn into like a problem. A lot of resources come from there. China setting it up so they don't ever fall in short of natural resources. A lot of it comes from South Africa, and America knows all the dumb shit that they did in South Africa. They know they can't go.
I mean, everybody knows the dumb shit that they're doing in Africa. Yo, dude, you saw that video where one of the guards that was on one of those mining fields. The guy, one of the workers was like, yo, I want my pay.
No, I
They
didn't.
got into an argument and whatnot. He ended up shooting, I think two of them. Like the representative, he was Chinese. He was the guard. He ended up like shooting two of them. It was like, what the fuck is going on there?
Yeah.
I think they have the mindset where they went over there like they're still slaves or some shit.
Could be.
They end up catching the dude and beating the shit out of him to walk them out. I'm not really sure what happened at the end of that story, but they didn't like. You can't be going to somebody else's country and like acting that way. So I don't know how far China is going to go to a South Africa and thinking that they're going to get away with that. So
I mean,
good luck with that though.
I mean, they paid off all the officials there, so that's why
They pay off.
the officials.
Yeah, that's the problem with Africa. Africa, there's the officials are so easy to get paid off.
And South Africa is actually in full support of China. They believe in China's way of ruling. They believe
South
in
Africa?
Yeah, they believe in the Communist Party of like one rule over all kind of thing. So it's a little controversial from the South African aspect of it. That could be for a later topic, but mainly right now we're going to try to focus on the tariffs and how pretty much Trump was such a genius to pull this off.
Look at no,
Yes.
that's what
Yeah.
you're assuming he's
Ah,
doing this.
I
These
just-
chess moves. You're assuming
Okay,
this.
okay. Here is how it goes. Okay, he put a tariff right on Canada, then he pulls back. Then he puts a tariff on Canada, then he pulls back. Then he puts a tariff on Canada, then he pulls back. Are we suffering from a tariff right now from America?
Hell no.
Right? But he put a tariff on China, and that shit stuck.
That shit stuck.
Okay, so I'll just say, like, he put a tariff on so many things there that, like, it masked the. So China couldn't come and say, like, oh, you're attacking us because of blah, blah,
you
blah,
probably
blah.
would hit the UN, hit up the UN on something like, yo, this is treason. Yo,
Yeah.
this guy's fucking up. You can't
You
be
know?
doing these things.
And then on top of that, everything that Trump has said about why he was implementing the tariffs are actually coming to fruition. American companies are building more in-house. They're outsourcing. They're more reputable countries, and there's more openness, more profits to be made by America because of this. So anyone who feels like they're gonna disagree with me on this, please comment so I can see why you feel like I'm wrong. Because I don't think
What's
I'm wrong.
Trump's end goal though?
Trump's end goal is to empower America. Okay? Like, he doesn't care about anything but that. So he wants to make sure that America is top dog again, which he's gonna have to, like, go through a lot of crap with China, all right, to do it. So he has to like ruin their entire what is it called again? No. Their entire manufacturing sector in China, and you can't do that just by saying, like, we're not going to do business with you. We got to implement tariffs to encourage other people to do certain things. So right there, everyone boasted about China having one of the largest army in the world. That army is, like, kind of like useless right now.
Okay, yeah, because they're
Because are we going to war? No. What are we doing? Putting tariffs on it. And what's happening? Destroying the economy, having people lose morale because, like, they don't believe in their government anymore. The government trying to lie to the rest of the world and stuff like that. But there's so many YouTube videos that I'm seeing about them coming out screaming about all the injustice that's happening in their country and
yeah,
stuff.
but that's been happening for a while now.
That's been happening for a while, but, like, now this is on the world scale where people are seeing the effects of America pulling out of China, and there's no denying it now. There is. What is China gonna say? Like, we still have the employment rate high? But
That's a damn lie.
exactly, you lost. Like,
even if I was not to even know what was really going on with the tariffs and stuff like that, it's impossible for you to say that you guys have work over there.
exactly.
Because
So,
America was like the top ones that was buying your crap.
and now we're not. Not we. Now they're not. Sorry.
Yeah, in Canada, we're still buying your shit.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because even China's actually trying to come and partner with Canada so they can be the America to us, so we don't have to depend on America anymore.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Canadians, do you actually want to be partnered with China on that level?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start a deal with China. Then when I get it into Canada, sell it to the Americans. What?
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually would be smart. It would be bypassing all the American things and stuff like that. But still,
Made in China? No, made in Canada.
assembled in China.
Yo, dude,
Oh,
that'd be like, yo, if I had a couple of millions to put towards that, I would.
oh yeah. So all of this for me is an amazing thing that's happening, because, again,
We still don't know what's gonna happen at the end.
no, I believe because of all the businesses that, like, China's losing right now, they're gonna, like, pull back. Maybe even give what's that? Is it it's not Taiwan. What's the neighboring country of China that they want to assemble? It's like on the, like, in the ocean. It's a big deal.
Japan?
No, not Japan. I believe
Definitely not Japan.
it's Taiwan, right? No.
Well, it's not
Philippines.
No. It's the
It's in Africa.
no. It was the whole talking point of them trying to take over the
There's a
China
couple
Sea.
of places. There's a couple of places to try to take over.
Oh,
You saw the way they're trying to take over these countries. Yeah, I think it's Taiwan.
Taiwan, right?
So
So
I think it is Taiwan.
okay, thank you.
You see how they're doing it?
Yeah, they're doing it by force.
No. They're like actually making, because from every coast from your country, like you own a certain part.
Yeah, and so they keep trying to
So
expand
how they're trying to expand, they're actually pouring dirt into the ocean,
and making fake lands. Yeah,
making fake lands to extend that extension of what they own, and it's crossing over into Taiwan and shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, so the way China goes about doing it is either by bribing the other leaders to go under the flag of China, or by straight force. How do you combat that? America has tried to defend Taiwan several times by putting naval vessels or surrounding Taiwan, encourage Taiwan's independence, giving them specific jets to help with their air force. All of this, right, was having everybody on a brink of war. Like everybody was worried: are we going to go to a world war? Can we actually defeat China and stuff like that? Trump said, "Guys, I got this. I got this. Pull back. I got this."
I got that.
And how
What we
did he
gonna
do it?
do? Tariff.
Bam!
Like,
Bam! Like that's all I gotta say.
all he does is do is tariffs and sanctions. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, it works. It's effective. It has the whole world looking and has the whole world changing. Okay, like come on, come on. All right, like
All right. Yeah, well, it's working right now. I don't know. Like, I really want to see the insides of what Americans are thinking about the situation.
okay. So that could probably be for one of our other upcoming videos. See how America feels about Donald Trump. But again, we have to be
You
careful.
know how America feels about Donald Trump.
We have to be very careful because we could either get manipulated by CNN or Fox News.
Who listens to that shit?
Like I'm just saying, if we're looking up Americans news broadcasting, we might get manipulated. Some people would say. So we're gonna look at both sides. We're gonna accumulate all the data that we need, and we're gonna kind of see how America really genuinely feels. We all know that most Black Americans do not agree with Trump. Most, which is kind of like wrong. And we already know a lot of immigrants and don't believe in Trump. So I understand why, but
Why?
he's deporting them. Like, why would you support a guy who's straight up deporting you? You know how many Mexicans are mad because we need like the
They voted Trump. Yeah. Most of them was like he lied.
Yup. Oh, but yeah.
Well, that's a little late because we're about to wrap this one up. Well, that's another episode of VC Visionary Club.
And I would actually like to get a comment on this video specifically because I am making all of these assumptions from the research that I'm doing. So if you don't agree with me, I would like to hear your comment more than people who agree with me, just because I would like to be able to see what you guys think.
All right, salute the cap when you see him.
Who's the captain?
Me, man. The fuck you talking about, guy?
Oh.
All right, done.